We're gonna start by having a seat and make yourself comfortable. If you prefer kneeling, you can kneel. Um, Maybe if you usually cross your legs one way, cross your legs the opposite way today. It'll feel a little different, but it's just a nice little switch things up and get the feel when you switch which leg is on the bottom. As I said, we're going to start with some breathing. You're breathing into your rib cage and think breathing out. When you exhale, breathe out through your mouth, really exhale. Bring your rib cage in and together. You can zip up through your core. Exhale deeper, deeper, deeper. And then you're going to get your really deep core. And our goal is to get that when we're doing a lot of our movements. So your inhale is breathing into your rib cage, bringing it out, opening, think lateral. Exhale, exhale out. Bring your rib cage in and together. We're staying up tall, so avoid rounding as you do this. Feel the zip, stay tall, exhale, exhale a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So I'm talking, so I'm not actually doing it all. One of the reasons I have you put your hands on your rib cage is because at times we will favor and breathe into only one side, rather both of them evenly. So with your hands on your rib cage, and one of the reasons I cue that is so that you can feel the breath come into both sides. So you might have to really focus and breathe maybe more into the right rib cage or the left rib cage because you favor one side over the other. And when you exhale, 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 zip up, sit tall. Let's do that one more time. You're going to take your full inhale. You are going to exhale deeply, deeply, deeply. Get that full exhale all the way out. At the end of that breath, we're going to just add some movement, neck, shoulders. So once you finish your exhale, give yourself a nice little shoulder roll up, back, and down. Let your arms relax by your side. Look to the right, neck stretch. Look to the left. Now look front, take your chin to your chest, and now lift your head up. Now I only lift mine part way. If you like to lift up higher, feel free to do that. Just be aware, blood vessels, nerves down the back of your neck. So only go as far as comfortable to you. You look off to the right, look to the left, chin to chest here, bring your chin down. Lift your head only where it's comfortable. We take our right ear, right shoulder, a little stretch for the neck, shoulders. Lift your head up, take left ear, left shoulder. Now reach your left arm up, take a big side stretch off to the right. Lift your right arm, take a side stretch off to the left. One more time, we stretch to the right. Reach up, feel the length down the left side of your body. Here's the reach up. Gentle twist to the right. We're just adding a little movement in our mid upper back. Center, take your twist to the left. One more time, gentle twist to the right. Gentle twist to the left. Meet in the center, reach your arms up, clasp your hands, flip your palms towards the ceiling. Wrist stretch is the goal right here. Release your hands, push your palms to the front. Keep your fingertips up, add a little extra stretch. Be nice right here. We're going to switch, take it to the other side. Now we stretch by taking our fingertips down to the floor. Thumb would come in the crease, add your stretch here. Switch arms, so we're warming up our wrist before we start going into some of our plank and all four movements. Let's take our wrist towards the ceiling, add a little more stretch for the front of your forearm here. Other side. Let's press our palms together, lift your elbows, one more big stretch for your wrist. Clasp your hands, wrist circles around in one direction. Take your wrist circles around in the opposite direction. Go ahead, shake your arms out. We're gonna meet in all fours so we can start with our cow cat. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. This is the inhale, lift your collarbone chest. Exhale, you pull your belly in, round through your spine. Feel the inhale as you lift your chest. Feel your exhale as you round release. Top of the head, tailbone drops. Take your inhale. Take your exhale. We will do this one more time. From all fours, we are going to take it all the way down to give ourselves a nice stretch. With our Sphinx pose, elbows are down on the mat. Your legs can reach out behind. Point your toes away, stretch your toes away, ground your forearms, palms down. It is a press down and a little pull forward. So you reach your top of your head as far away as you can, giving yourself a big stretch through not just your backside, but also your core, your front side. Release down, child's pose as you press back. Give yourself a big stretch through your hips. Lots of options on what your body might need. I like to tuck my toes, but feel free to keep your feet down. You can always stay up higher. It's more of an extended puppy pose if you want to stay up high, but you can also sink down deep if that feels best. From this stretch, we are meeting in all fours as we get ready to come into our balance move. Take your left foot behind, start with the foot on the floor, level out your hips, engage. Right now, we're starting to bring in that attention, so bring your rib cage in and together, zip the core, lift the back leg. Did you stay engaged? Right fingertips are lifting up, hold it here. So this is some balance work. And then little things is your baby toe pointing down towards the floor. Release this side. Take the right foot behind, start with the foot on the floor. Level your hips. You want to feel your hip bone come down towards the mat. Core zips. Leg lifts. Opposite arm goes up. Hold it here. Release the arm and leg. Take a cow cat. We are going to press ourselves into a downward dog. Ground your hands, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Big stretch here. We are going between our downward dog and our plank. So slide forward, come into your plank pose. Stay long. Lift your hips, press the back. Downward dog, hips are up. Slide forward. Here's your plank. Can you squeeze your glutes? Did you keep your core zipping? Rib cage together. Hips go up. Press back. Plank pose. Slide forward. Hold it. Hips go up, and this time, walk your hands to your feet. We're going to gently roll up one vertebra at a time. Gently bring yourself up. Once you are up, let's take some squats right here. You're going to squat down. Now, maybe you can go deeper. You can go deeper. You might choose to stay a little higher. That works as well. There's your down and up. Here comes slide down, slide up. We're doing 4 like this. Here's your 3. Now this time we are going to roll back down. We are going right into our push-ups. Rolling down one vertebra at a time. Hands are meeting your mat. Walk out into your plank. Once you're in your plank, my knees are going to the mat. You can stay on your toes. Add your push-ups. You slide down, you press, you bring it up. Slide down, bring it up. Down and up. Make sure your elbows are coming back, and we're focused on our triceps here. We have 3 more. Here is your 2. And now we are all going to meet in the downward dog. As you walk your hands in towards your feet and make any modifications you need to along the way, roll yourself up, and here comes your squats. You slide down, you bring it up. So we are going to do this. We're going to keep squatting, and from here we'll roll back down into our tricep push-ups. So I'm combining our squats and our push-ups today, so we keep moving. So you do want to try to keep your chest lifted the best you can. Here's your 3. Here's your 2. Now this time you are going to roll down, meet in your plank. We're getting ready for our tricep push-ups. So if you like to set yourself up with a wedge, with your weights, whatever feels good for your wrist, you can always take it to the wall. Here comes your push-ups. You slide down, you press, you bring it up. Slide down, press, bring it up. Elbows keep sliding back. Take 4 more. Here's your 3. It's your 2. It is downward dog, and you walk your hands to your feet. So take your time as you walk up. Remember, you can soften your knees, gently roll up 1 vertebra at a time. We're taking our squats 1 more time. 3rd time through, maybe you can go a little deeper. Great chance to check in. Are you zipping your core, keeping your rib cage engaged as you slide down and up? Let the weight come. It stays on the whole bottom of the foot, but sometimes you focus a little bit more on pressing into the heels, especially if you like to come forward in your knees. We have 3 more. Here's your 2. Take your last one. It is a roll down. We are doing 1 more set of push-ups to the chest. Roll down. Hands meet the mat. Walking out. Plank into your tricep push-up position. And now we start taking them down and up. Remember to use your breath. There's 5, 4, 3, 2. Here comes your downward dog. Hands are walking in towards your feet. Once your hands get to your feet, you roll up 1 vertebra at a time. We meet in a standing position. We're going right into our heel lifts. Both of our heels come up. We lift our heels. We bring them down. Lift your heels. Release down. So rolling through your big toe, you're on the whole solid part of the ball of your foot. As you lift and you lower. 1 more time. We're going to lift our heels up. Go into alternating knee lifts. We lift 1 knee up. Switch. Lift 1 knee up. Switch. Now I'm coming to the side mostly because I need space when I do this. On the next one, when you lift your knee, it is going to add a warrior 3 single-legged deadlift. So your knee would go up, find your balance, press back, Bring yourself to center. Knee is going to come up. Set the foot down. Knee comes up. We switch sides. Now press the leg back. There's your single-legged deadlift. Knee comes up. Release down. Switch. Find a focal spot. Stand tall, level your hips. Even when you press back, you are keeping your hip bones facing the mat. Knee comes up. Foot goes down. Here we go again. Knee comes up. Press the leg back. Knee comes up. Switch sides. We're going to add one more element on. Take your knee up. Warrior 3, single-legged deadlift, press back. Now really get your balance. We're going to be bringing our knee up, adding your heel lift. I'm going to use the wall for myself. There comes your heel lift. Bring the heel down. We switch to the other side. Knee comes up. Press the leg back. Push the heel into the back wall. Knee comes back up. Heel lifts. There is the lift up. Heel goes down. Knee goes up. We're doing this one more time on each side. Knee is up. Press the foot back. And remember, you can always take it down here. Knee comes up. Once you have your base, heel comes up. Release the foot down. And one last time, other side. Knee is up. Leg presses back. Knee is up. Heel comes up. Release, shake it out. Give yourself little hip circles. As we get ready to take side lunges, we're going to step off to a big step off to one side and then take it right over to the other side. We're getting some stretching movement through our inner thighs. Press your hips back so we get some strength in the back of our glutes, our hips, as we slide side to side. Hips slide back. There is always the option. Core, engage it. Arms reach out side to side as you take your hinge, up and press. Hinge, up and press. So think of this. We're strengthening the leg we take to the side. We're also stretching through our inner thighs. One more time each side. Bring yourself up tall in the center. Let your toes reach out. Hands can come to your hips. We're going to slide down into a plie. Push into your feet. Bring it up. Slide down. Stand tall. Now right here we want to check in. Rib cage, core zipping. On the next one, we're staying down. We're taking our hands behind our head. Stay right here. Zip. Add a side crunch. We crunch to the right. Center. Crunch to the left. Center. Add a crunch to one side. Center. Crunch. So we still want to keep our legs strong. Keep holding yourself solid here. And now we're focused a little bit more on some side crunching. We'll take 4, 3. It's your 2. Meet in the center. Press your head back. Stay up tall. Sink a little deeper. Little pulses up. Little push and push. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself all the way up. Let your arms come down. Toes point straight ahead. Nice stretch right here. It could be a halfway stretch. This might be what is the right stretch for your body. Fingertips can come down towards the mat. That might be right. You can always go all the way with the top of the head towards the floor. What our goal is to stretch the back of our legs, our hamstrings. To come out of this stretch, you would bring yourself halfway up. Make sure your knees are soft. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. You can bring your legs in and together. We're meeting at the back of the mat. We're getting ready to roll down into a plank. Here it's chin to chest as you roll down. Hands meet your mat. Walk out into your plank. Hold your plank. Zip up the core, pulling the rib cage. Lift your left leg just a little bit off the mat. Set the foot down. Center yourself. Lift the right leg. Set the foot down. Hold your plank here. Knees come down to the mat. Lower yourself all the way down. And we are going to take our reach and pull. Fingertips out to the front. Toes reach away. Tops of the feet cement it down to our mat. Lift your upper body. Pull your arms back. Now we're going to pull back. Reach to the front. This is an exhale as you pull. Reach is an inhale. Pull is your exhale. Reach and pull. Now you use the resistance that is appropriate for you as you pull back. Is your core still engaged? Take one more. Let yourself release down. Let's take our hands by our thighs. Fingertips reach our toes. You're going to lift up. So let the top of your head reach towards your wall. Keep the tops of the feet down as you lift your upper body here. Now, as long as your low back feels fine, legs can lift up. And there's your locust type position as you reach, lift, and then gently release down, forehead or cheek to the mat. From here, keep reaching your toes away. You can let the forehead stay down towards the mat. We're lifting just the left leg. So think hip bones stay down towards the mat. You still engage through your core. You're gonna lift your left leg, little pause, bring it down. Lift the left leg. So now we're focused on the glutes and the hamstring. If by chance your leg doesn't like to come up, use your hand for a little assistance. But remember, we're keeping our hip bone towards the mat as you lift and lower. And you might be able to get your leg up much higher than I am. That's great. Our bodies are made different, so we all look different when we lift up. Just keep in mind here, you're reaching your toes away from you. And if you're not sure if you're using your glutes, take your hands, touch your butt, see if you're engaged when you lift your leg. We have one more. And then we switch to the other side. So you'll know if you were doing it because you would have felt some work happening in your glutes and your hamstring. So again, maybe this side doesn't like to go up, so you use your hand underneath your hip to just give some assistance. So when we do different types of movements, sometimes we just need to help our limbs do the movement until they learn how to do it on their own. It's a lift and a release. And again, you might take your hand to your glutes. Is it engaged? You'll know it should get a little firm as you lift up and release down. There's the lift. And make sure you're only going as high as appropriate for your back as well. So if it bothers your low back, keep the movement a little smaller. That's okay. There comes your last one. Fingertips are going to reach to the front, and we're going to go right into our swimming motion. So fingertips reach to the front, toes reach away, little bit of a hover. So you have a little hover, and then you add lift and lift. Can you keep reaching your toes away? Lift your legs as one long limb. It's a lift and a lift. So if you like to go quicker, go quick. If you like to go slow, go slow. And maybe you like to do just the upper or just the lower body. That's perfectly fine too. Finish out one more side each time. Let yourself relax down. Take your big toes together. Maybe a little shake of your hips. And from there, we gently bring ourselves up. It could be a cow cat. That might feel best for your body as you bring yourself up from laying on your front side. But it could be a child's pose that feels better. So take the stretch that your body needs right here. We are going to start bringing ourselves through into a seated position. And now gently roll yourself back. Legs can be straight or bent. Once we get down, we're doing some of our bridge to get the natural spinal curve. Heels are underneath your knees, arms are by your side. It's a little lift and tap. So when I say tap, that is a tap of your tailbone. So we're using this to get a little bit of movement through your hips because we are flipped over. Our glutes should be somewhat warmed up, but we're doing this to get our spinal curve here. Take two more. Keep your hips down, add some crunches. Hands are going to come behind your head. Let your thumbs release by your jaw. Take your exhale and lift, release down. Same concept, zip up, rib cage together. And you keep your natural spinal curve. So if you find that you roll through your hips and you're losing your spinal curve, let's add some focus on keeping it in your core versus moving through your back or your hips. 4 more. Here's your 3. It's your 2. Upper body stays down, march your legs. So we take one leg up at a time, let your arms relax by your side. Again, think stability. Low back doesn't move. Just the knee comes up. If you're feeling great today, add both your knees up together, but you should still be able to stay relaxed in your upper body. Keep your spinal curve, keep your hips. There's 4, 3. We are meeting with both of our knees up over our hips. So once you finish your last one, let both your knees come up. One more time, crunches. Add your exhale, lift. So it feels a little different, but we still keep the same concept. Natural spinal curve. Exhale and lift through your core. Here comes your 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. And now we're going to take ourselves off to the side. So reach your arm out to the side. You can take the palm down. Take the knees all the way off to the side. You can adjust them anywhere from 30, 40 degrees off. Elbow towards the ceiling. We're adding a side crunch here. So what I want you to think about, feet stay together, knees stay together, and you're crunching through your obliques right here. So you lift up, release down. Lift up, release down. Here's your lift and your release. We're doing 5 more. Here's your 5. Here's your 4, 3, 2. Take your last one, bring yourself back to center. Knees can come in a little closer to your chest. Hands are down by your side, palms up, they face the ceiling. Little reverse curl. Pull in, release down. Now our focus is our lower core. Bring it in, Release down. Now again, your movement might be a lot larger than mine. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. And if this feels great and you like to challenge yourself more, you would take your legs up. If your legs go up, flip your palms down, and then you add a little bit more right here. But think lower core. So for me, this is the perfect spot. For you, your legs straight, palms down might be better. We're taking 3 more. There's your 3. Here's your 2. And now we have to take it over to the other side for your side lying crunches. Take your legs off to the side. Hand is up and behind. Keep your feet stacked. Keep your knees stacked. And then you add your crunch for your obliques. You lift up. You bring it down. You lift up. You bring it down. And now just check. 1, make sure you're crunching through your core. So you're lifting through your center. Your feet stay together. Your knees stay together. And you're adding your little side crunch up and down. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. Now, when you come back to center on your back, we go right into the 100. Bring yourself all the way through. Feet up, down, wherever works for you. Fingertips reach. Take your exhale. Here's your lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Let your neck relax side to side. And from here, we immediately go into our single leg stretch. Head, shoulders up or down, your choice. As you extend and stretch, extend and stretch. Remember, this is for the core. So if you're feeling a lot of strain in your neck, let it relax. If you're not feeling the challenge enough, take the big exhale. Bring your shoulders up and add your switch and switch. For 4, 3, 2, and now both your legs together. You bring them in. You extend, release out. Bring them in, extend it out. Here comes your in and your out. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. And now both your toes go towards the ceiling. It is your scissors type movement right here. Little tidbit, take your knees, make them diagonal. That'll help get you out of your hip flexors and focus on your core. Now my kicks are a little smaller. Feel free to take them larger. The larger they are, the more challenging they are. You just want to make sure you can keep correct form. And now 4, 3, we take it into a bicycle type movement. Knees come in, hands behind, add a rotation and a reach. Take it to center. And then you switch and pause. So we're going to take this move slower. You're going to lift your armpit towards your knee, hold it up, bring it to center, switch. Lift, pause, hold it, switch. Lift, pause, hold it, switch. One more time each side. We take it to one side. We take it to the other side. Let your upper body relax down. One foot goes towards the ceiling. It's your leg circles. Add your circles when you're ready. Shoulders down. Bottom leg straight or bent. The straighter it is, the more challenging the move. But keep in mind, it could also have stuff to do with your hamstrings and your low back. Switch directions. We would take it around in the opposite direction. Now, this is about stability. Everything is stable except for the leg making the circle on the ceiling. We switch sides. Take this foot down, the opposite leg goes up. Take your circle around in one direction. This is another move. Think a little diagonal outward rotation. And that is, again, so you stay out of your hip flexor. And the move feels a little bit different. We switch directions. Take your leg around in the opposite direction. Are you zipping up your core as you make the circles here? Here comes your last one. Foot is coming down to the floor. Heels are underneath your knees. It is your bridges. And we're going to lift our hips and bring them down. A little lift and a release. It's a lift and a release. So I'm using this. Get some movement in our hips right here. Take 4 more. In 3, we keep our hips lifted. Here's your 2. This one, keep your hips up, hips up, hips up. Knees straight ahead. Make sure your feet are grounding down. We're going to press into your left foot. Take your right toes towards the ceiling. Add your reach and your lift. It's your reach and your lift. Slide down, slide up. Hips stay stable the best you can. I get it. Sometimes they drop. That's okay. We just really want to work on trying to keep them lifted in the same spot. This time, toes stay towards the ceiling. We have our little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot comes down. We have the other side to go. Press into your right foot. Left toes go up. Little outward rotation. Here's the reach and the left. Reach and left. Remember to breathe. So if you start holding your breath at any time, it's okay to exhale. 3 like this. Here's your 2. Get ready. Little pulses towards the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down, keep the hips lifted. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Bring your hips halfway down. It's a little half drop. Ground into your right foot, left foot comes just a little bit off the mat. Little isometric hold here, hold it. Enjoy the little hold as you challenge yourself a little bit right here. Set the left foot down. Reset yourself in the center. Ground into the left. Lift the right. And hold the foot just a little bit off the mat. So we're doing a little bit of isometric work for our glutes and our hamstrings right here. Set the foot down. Let your hips release down. Knees come together, feet open up. That's the beginning of a little reset, little break for your back. Legs, windshield wiper when you're ready. Take the bottom of your feet together. It is our butterfly bound angle as we get ready for our crunches here. I'm sticking with upper body only. Feel free to add your lower body. You can do upper and lower together. Maybe you choose to do just the lower body, or you could do just the upper body. We have 4 more. Here's your 3. It's your 2. Take your last one, let yourself relax down, give yourself a long stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Long, long stretch. Now, if a hug would feel better, feel free to take a hug. We are going right over to the side as we take some of our leg lifts off to the side. So bring yourself to your side. Upper body is going to relax down. Just the legs reach, stay together, lift and pause, release down. Lift and pause, release down. Here's the lift, pause, release. Lift, pause, release. Three like this. Here's your two. Take your last one. Let the legs relax. We are going to come into a side plank on our elbow. Now, I'm going to add some top leg lifts in your side plank. If you rock the side plank, go up on both your feet. I'm going to be keeping my knee down. I want to make sure my shoulders are stacked. Arm is going to be by the side. We're going to lift our leg and bring it down. So a little compound work here. Zip through your core. We're in our side plank, challenging. And then we add the leg lift, another challenge. Lift and bring it down. Foot is still flexed. Now this time lift the leg. Yes, I'm going to add our circles while we're here. Point your toes, little circles. Switch directions. Let your hips relax down. Bring yourself up gracefully. Bring yourself over to the other side. We start with our toes reaching away. Upper body's relaxing as we lift and lower the lower body. We lift our legs, little pause, release down. Lift your legs, little pause, release down. The idea is to relax the best you can through your shoulders, your face, your neck, and let the legs lift and release. Here's your three. Here's your two. Here's the last one. Legs are coming down. We go into our side plank. Same thing. We're down on our forearm. I'll be keeping my knee down, but if you are rocking your side planks, feel free to do some up on both your feet. We lift the leg. We bring it down. We lift the leg. We bring it down. It's a lift and a lower. Lift and lower. Are you breathing? Keep lifting the hip up though. Try not to collapse through your waist, through your hips. Here's the one where we lift. You point your toes. Add your circles. Switching. Take it in the opposite direction. And then release the leg down, release your hip. Bring yourself off onto your front side. Take your forehead down to the mat. Let yourself relax down here. You might want to take a little shake of your hips, side to side. Let's bend the one leg, and we're going to lift it up and take it up and behind. So I'm taking us into a stretch, little pretzel type stretch. My bottom arm, I have it behind me, so I'm stretching out the shoulder. I have my top leg reaching up and back, giving myself a stretch, somewhat in my hip, in my quadricep, my hip flexor. Bring yourself to center. We take it to the other side. Here comes the lift, rotate. Bring yourself back to center. Child's pose as you press back. Give yourself a big stretch. Wherever that is for you, that feels great. We come up into a low lunge so we can get a nice stretch through our hip. So I will be keeping my back toes tucked under. Leveling out your hips. Just check, knees should be at 90, fingertips are going to reach up. Once you have that, think posture here, back of the head, hips straight line. So you might want to squeeze your back glute a little bit. Let's take our right finger, or whatever leg is to the front, take that hand down, add a little bit more of a side stretch, and that gives you a little deeper stretch through your hip and your quadricep. Release your arm down. We take it to the other side. Take the opposite leg to the front. Think 90-90 here. Once you have that though, we do want to check, it's a little posture check, as back of the head and hip is in the same line. Fingertips reach up. So whichever leg is to the front, that's the fingertips that come down. Add a little bit of a side stretch and think, lift up through your waistline, and you're gonna feel that stretch go deeper. Release your arms down. Bring yourself into a seated position. Once you're there, we meet with both of our knees coming into our chest. So gently, carefully bring yourself all the way down. You're giving yourself a hug so you can give yourself big stretch for your low back, your hips. Feel your shoulders relax down into the mat. Keep hugging the right leg in. Take the left leg out. A little bit more stretch for your hip. Front side and back side. Add a gentle twist here. So whichever knee is on the top, take it across your midline as you give yourself a nice stretch through your hip, your low back. Bring yourself back to center. Now the bottom of your foot can go towards the ceiling as you add a hamstring stretch here. Take a figure four, bend the bottom leg, take the ankle over your knee. Option one, stay low. Option two, add the bottom leg lift. We do want to try to keep our upper body relaxed yet. We're stretching our lower body here. So let your upper body relax. Give yourself a nice stretch through your lower body. Bring the foot down if it's lifted. You can uncross your feet. And now we take it to the other side, starting with both of our knees in. There's the stretch for your hips, your low back. So sometimes this stretch is the best stretch to do, especially first thing in the morning if your back tends to be a little tight or tense. This is a great low back stretch. Keep hugging one leg in, the other leg goes out. Start taking the top leg across your midline. Bring the leg back to center. And now you can take the bottom of your foot towards the ceiling. It's a hamstring stretch right here. So make any changes that you need so you get the best stretch for the back of your thigh. From this stretch, it is your figure four. Bend the bottom leg, cross the top. Here's your figure four as you open up. And then your choice is stay here or lift up. Bring the leg back down to the floor. Open your arms. Give yourself a nice final twist one more time. Maybe you take it with the knees close. You might take it further away. So whatever works for you, giving yourself a gentle spinal twist. One more time. Legs will come back to the center. Take your gentle spinal twist off to the other side. Bring everything back to center. Knees are coming in towards your armpits. Bottoms of the feet go towards the floor. Big stretch one more time. Tailbone can relax down. Little side to side rocking. Fabulous back massage here as you rock side to side. It is from this move we're going to meet in a seated position. If you want to rock a little bit longer, tailbone down, do that. Otherwise, start bringing yourself up. I'm rolling up, but you can always take it to the side and roll up that way. Once you're up, we're meeting in a seated position. I'll be sitting on my block. Feel free to sit down on the mat. If you like to kneel in a kneeling position, do that. I'm also crossing my legs. Maybe, again, try to cross your legs in the opposite direction. It feels different, but it's a good idea to switch it up now and then. Once you're in a comfortable seated position, take a couple shoulder rolls. Let your shoulders come up, back, and down. Now open up your chest. Take your arms out by the side. Feel the opening through the front of the shoulders, through your chest. Fingertips relax down by your hips. Lift your chest a little bit more. We get awfully tight through our chest, front of our shoulders. Open up. And now we sit up tall. As you sit up tall, zip, bring your rib cage in. Let your chin come towards your chest. Take your chin towards your left shoulder. Chin is towards your chest. Chin is towards your right shoulder. Chin is to your chest. Lift your head all the way up. Take the shoulder roll. Reach your arms all the way up. Once they're up, bring them halfway down. Sweep the right arm across, shoulder, tricep stretch. Open your arms, sweep the left arm across. Open up one more time each side. We sweep the arm across. Open. Sweep the other arm across. Open. Give yourself a big hug. Right arm on the bottom. A little bigger stretch for the back of your shoulders. Open up and now hug with the left arm on the bottom. Here's your open. Hug a big ball. So open up, roll through your spine. Feel the big opening through between your shoulder blades. Now lift your chest. Let your fingertips come down by your side one more time. Take your right ear to the right shoulder. Left ear to the left shoulder. Lift your head up. Add your shoulder roll. Here comes your breath as we take a big inhale. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, blow it out 2 more times. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out 1 more time. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. I want to thank you all very much